Have you ever felt stuck with dropshipping and seeing all these other people hit those 30K, 40K, and 100K months with their store, but yet you feel like you've tried everything but still have not cracked that code when it comes down to it? Well, I've been teaching e-commerce for the past 4 years now, and I could tell you the top 5 reasons on how people are actually being successful with this dropshipping business model. So if that's something you're trying to find out, make sure you stick around for the full video, because number 5 is going to be one of the biggest things I see a lot of people do. And I'm gonna make this short and sweet and straight to the point. Number 1 reason why a lot of people do not see success when it comes down to dropshipping. Have you ever felt stuck with dropshipping and seeing all these other people hit those 30K, 40K, and 100K months with their store? It's because you essentially don't have people around you that are on that same mission or that has seen success when it comes down to actually having a winning dropshipping product in store. So it comes to this term, whenever you think about it, if you played sports growing up, whenever you actually surrounded yourself with people that were good, and yes, you might be the weakest link in the beginning, but as you keep going and you keep practicing, you keep playing with them, next thing you know, you're gonna be one of the top people that are actually playing the sport. So same thing comes with dropshipping. Whenever I surrounded myself with people that were having success with dropshipping, they had the formula and they had the thought process, and actually that's all they did, that's when I see myself actually excel really fast and be able to hit those accomplishments, because they were making it seem easy. And I'm like, bro, how are you able to do this? You just really adapt and build up those belief systems and build up those formulas and see things the way they see it, and from there it's over. So that's why I created the free community, to give you that ability to surround yourself with people that are on the same path and give you access to me as well. So I do host those free Ecom master class every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, and there's people in there too that you can network with and get around. But that's one of the biggest things whenever I see people not be successful, is because like you have friends around you, you have like people around you that are like, what are you doing? Oh, that's a scam. Oh, that doesn't work. Or why are you even doing that? So that really brings you down. You might not feel it in the beginning. You might be like, yeah, whatever. But whenever you come across those hurdles, that voice of them saying, oh, that's this, oh, that really speaks loud. So you gotta surround yourself with the right people. The second one that I see a lot of people do and not see success with it is, if you don't stick with the formula for at least like 3 to 6 months, one formula, then you're just not going to be able to see the success that you want, because there's so many ways to skin a cat, especially when it comes to dropshipping and the business model. You might try this method, that method, this method, and you really just, it's like this term of you digging deep and you're like 3 feet from gold. It's like you was almost there, you keep chopping at it. If you stuck with that same formula, you would have cracked that code and you would have had success. Instead, you're like right there, you're digging, you're like, man, forget this way, and then you're 3 feet from gold right there. You turn over to the other side and start trying to build another hole. So you always want to stick with the formula at least 3 to 6 months. Trust me, like I've seen it all, man. I've helped thousands of people when it comes down to e-commerce, and that's one of the biggest things. Like, oh, I've tried this and it didn't work. And you have to stick with the formula. Trust. And it has to be a proven formula, like that's working in 2024, not in 2018, not in 2019, like the formula in 2024. If you see people right now getting results with that person, definitely rock with them and surround yourself with them. The third thing is people still doing it the same way it worked in 3 years ago. Like, it's 2024. Like, there's no way you can have a terrible website, a terrible ad, not be able to do your ads the right way. There's a new formula. E-commerce is always evolving because people are getting smarter. There's AI, there's more ways of doing things. So if you're still trying to figure out how to be successful with dropshipping, you're having a terrible website like the websites back like 4 years ago, you're not going to see that success that you're really looking for. Like, genuinely, you're really not. You're going to feel stuck. So you have to really adapt to the new formula in 2024. So that's one of the biggest things that stopped, and that's number 3. And then here's one of the biggest things that's it's related to dropshipping, but it's more so internal, and that's if you don't know what you really want in life. Like, if you really don't have a big why when it comes down to just business as a whole, whenever you run into roadblocks, and trust me, you will run into roadblocks, you're going to stumble. You're going to be like, is this really something I want to do? Is this like the biggest thing that I want? Like, do I really want this? So you really have to build a big why and why you're doing this. So figure out where you want to be in the next 2 years. Figure out what that looks like. What car you're driving, what house or what apartment are you in? What lifestyle are you having? Are you going to the gym every day? Are you reading books? Do you have a woman with you as well? Or if you're a girl, do you have a man that you desire to as well? Like, what are y'all doing? What vacations are you taking? Where's the first place you want to go? What's the first car you want to buy? How much, like, the more specific you are when it comes down to what you want in life, the bigger why you'll have behind what you're doing. So when you stumble across those things that get in the way, you're easily able to just run through them. If you watch Myron Golden, one of the favorite people I watch, he says disruption always follows intention. So for example, you have this intention on being like building a website store. Oh snap, this happened. Oh snap, my ad account gets disabled. Oh snap, my payment processor doesn't work. Oh snap, this product doesn't work. And as soon as you get that disruption, it's either you're going to prevail, get inspiration and keep going, or you're just going to let that knock you down and just simply stop from there. This is like the biggest reason. This is number 4, like for sure. If you don't have a big why when it comes down to what you want in life, and then once you start doing just drop shipping and just business as a whole, you will quit and you'll just stop as a whole. So that's one of the biggest things. And lastly, that's putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. So same thing, it all comes around with business. If you're not really able to put yourself in situations of like, okay, I know I need to make the sacrifice of not spending this on that because I want to actually put my money into this store or into ad, and really just being uncomfortable, like not hanging out with this person or not hanging out with these group of people or not going outside on the weekends and not doing this and actually going to the gym, like being uncomfortable, because the person you are right now is not going to be the person that you have to be able to reach those goals that you want to be. So those are like the biggest 5 reasons on why you probably are feeling stuck when it comes down to drop shipping. One of the biggest things for sure is you either are still trying it the old way from 3 years ago, not having a 2020-24 formula. Another way is because you're either not surrounded by people that are actually having success in 2024, so you're not able to feed off that energy. There's an energy source when it comes down to being surrounded by the right people. You ever walk into a room and it feels like, dang, like I feel uplifted, I feel good, I feel inspired, I feel motivated, because you're surrounded by the right people. So that's another one. One of the biggest things, if you don't have a big why, you don't know what you want in life, you're not going to be able to see it through when it comes down to actually keep going when those disruptions happen, which will happen on the entrepreneur journey. It doesn't matter what you do, you always will feel weaker whenever you start going to the gym. It's either you're going to prevail and keep going, or stop like, dang, I feel weak, I try to get stronger. So you got to keep going. That's one of the biggest things. 4, making sure you stick with the proven method for at least 4 to 6 or 3 to 6 months. I would say the longer the better, because there is a formula to it that works out, but you have to actually like stick with it. Like, don't try this method, that method, this method. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat in this industry, so you have to stick with one for a long period of time, rock out with it. And then lastly, put yourself in uncomfortable situations. So being able to really lock in on what you want and go crazy. So I want to make this short and sweet. Very like this. Everything I'm saying is based off experience. I've been in the game for 5 years now, helped out a lot of people when it comes to e-commerce and starting from the beginning. So if you want to surround yourself with people that are like-minded and that there's a proven formula on what's working, just join the free community in the description. I have calls every Tuesday and Thursday, our free Ecom masterclass every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So you want to surround yourself with people like that, you're good. And it comes with a free mini course as well, so you get everything you need to get started when it comes down to this industry. But that's everything I got for today. Like I said, I want to make this short and sweet. Let me know if y'all like these type of raw content in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep going.